Hey, it's Zach.
It's Amy.
And welcome to another edition of Rockin' Comics, where we have news, kind of reviews, and other cool stuff, because we can.
Yep.
So, I'm kind of excited because there's a couple of comic book legends that are kind of getting some recognition. One is the properties of this one legend, because he has passed away. Jack Kirby passed away, but his creations have really made a big impact on the DC universe. Well, now Dynamite Comics is bringing them back with a whole new life. It's called Kirby Genesis. And what I'm really excited about is Alex Ross and Kurt Busiek are the ones teaming up to do it. Now, if you know Alex Ross at all, he does a lot of he's famous for like the Superman painted covers and Batman painted. If they look like life-like paintings, Alex Ross did it, not Alice Rocks. That's another, actually that's a stripper I met in Kansas City.
Woo!
But Alex Ross, Alex Ross, huge talent in the business. Kurt Busiek, pretty famous as well, and they're bringing his Jack Kirby's creations a new life with Dynamite Comics, and I think that's really cool. So that's coming up, I think, next month.
Wow.
So that's really cool. And then on other big creator news that I'm pretty happy with, Neil Adams, who, if you don't know, was basically kind of changed the face of the way comic books look nowadays with his run on Batman and a couple other books, and like Deadman and Spectre and Green Arrow and Green Lantern for DC Comics. Well, he's now going to be working with, for at least one issue, none other than Brian Michael Bendis for, I believe it's New Avengers number 16.1, which is awesome. So Neil Adams getting to work together with Brian Michael Bendis. That's, in my book, that's pretty huge. Oh, Secret Avengers is out next week. Secret Avengers, I think, 12.1. So if you haven't been buying Secret Avengers, do it then. And then you'll be good. So lots of cool news, I think, for a couple legends of the biz, and for those of us who really enjoy the comics. There you go, some new stuff headed our way. And speaking of new stuff...
New old stuff.
Yes.
Really? Like
yes.
super old stuff.
Yes.
And I just found this out. We just Googled this and we were like, wait, what is that? Holy crap.
This is like new news for us, which is pretty awesome.
You're catching me like super excited because I just found this out.
Yes.
I brought in today, it's Sailor Moon.
Yay.
Sailor Moon was my first anime that I ever watched.
Okay.
It's one of the first two graphic novels that I started picking up. One of like maybe 5 that were available in the U.S. many years ago before manga was huge.
Right.
So this thing is like 98.
Yeesh.
1998 was when this was put out. It's flipped. The art is flipped, so it reads like a normal book, which most manga nowadays, they don't flip the artwork because they read them backwards. So this is like a relic as far as how manga is put out.
Right.
And I said, I kind of hate to talk about it because it's out of print. Sailor Moon is out of print.
And Sailor Moon was one of the first big manga to hit the States. I mean, it's probably one of the ones that people who are only vaguely familiar with manga and anime both, they probably see Sailor Moon. They see Sailor Moon and go, oh yeah, that's the
That's
manga
what that
chick.
is. Yeah. That's probably the one that's really, the Bare Naked Ladies made a reference to Sailor Moon in 1 week. I mean, it's very pop culture in the U.S., even though it was huge in Japan too.
And Sailor Moon, the outfit is very famous for big fat guys wearing it
at the Comic-Cons.
At Comic-Cons because it's fun.
What? Anyway. Bad mental image.
Sorry.
So we found this out.
Yes.
Kodansha is re-releasing Sailor Moon this fall.
Yes.
I'm so excited. And they're also going to bring over the Sailor V comic that was written, which was the first thing before she actually did Sailor Moon. So that we've never had that in the U.S. before, and they're going to bring that out too.
That's pretty awesome.
So I'm so excited.
So, and it's very that's awesome that you decided to bring that in, because we've been wanting to delve more into your love of manga and stuff and introduce people to it, because it's one of those things where I'm probably more familiar than most, but not near as familiar as I could be.
Right.
And you go to the bookstores, and when you just see row upon row of all these manga books, and you're like, what the hell? And I don't have the foggiest idea. And you will attest, one of the problems is a lot of them have so many volumes.
Yes. The problem is when you get into a series, like I picked up something by Clamp that was called Tsubasa.
Okay.
Picked it up because I love Clamp. It was $28, $29. editions.
Yeah.
And it was one of the, I think that one was a $12.99.
Dang.
So, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
Yeah, it can be pricey.
It's definitely more pricey than comic books, where you're spending, you know, 3
Well,
or 4.
And in defense of that, you're getting, look how thick that is.
That's
though.
true.
You know, with comics, you're getting a book that's probably 24 to 30 pages, depending.
And really, this style of manga that you buy, this is more equivalent to a trade paperback.
Right.
Because
right.
when these things are originally printed, they're printed in like a magazine, which is, you know, it's the Japanese version of trade paperback.
Right, right. But they're a good way to get started and initiate yourself into the world. For $10, you get the equivalent of probably, I would say, if you're going comics, probably the first 5 to 10 issues of a single comic. So that's pretty good. That's a pretty good investment on your buck. Yeah. So if at all, and tell us just a real quick thing about Sailor Moon. Let's go ahead and just get a real, if you can, overview it for people.
Overview of Sailor Moon.
Yeah, just a real quick, brief thing.
So kind of like a Star Wars, long time ago type of thing.
Gotcha.
Way back, there used to be people on the moon that lived there. It was a kingdom, and then the people of Earth and people of the moon had a war.
Yes.
So,
this is all historically based, by the way.
Usagi's mother, her mother actually basically put her to sleep and sent her to Earth, where she was reborn and has no idea until Luna comes up to her and is like, "Dude, you are Sailor Moon."
Hey, guess what?
And hence we have the crying and the, "I don't want to be Sailor Moon," and she's trying to kind of run away from her destiny for a while.
Okay.
And that's the first book, really, is a lot of what that is.
Awesome. That's good news.
I'm really excited.
That's very good news.
Okay, your turn.
Oh, you know, I do have one little bit of news, and that is the big Marvel Fear Itself event is coming. It started, actually. And there's a lot of spin-offs, and I already told you I'm not getting any of the spin-offs. A lot of one-shots, a lot of short 3 to 4 episode arcs. I'm not going to do that. However, they have one coming out. I think it's next week. That really intrigues me. It's only a one-shot because it's Tomb of Dracula presents the Throne of Blood. And I'm like, how the hell do you get Dracula into the Fear Itself vein? But in the only blurb I really saw, it said they will show vampires in a new light and really teach you the true meaning of fear. And I'm like, okay, Dracula fear, I get it.
Yes.
So now I'm a little intrigued, and I might actually have to break down to get that one. So, curse you, Marvel, and your ways. So now it's time to look at comics at Rock, and I picked this up randomly. It's the Zombies vs. title, and this one is Zombies vs. Robots Undercity. The odd thing about it is it takes place like in between a different story arc, but you really don't need to know any of that, really. They give you a nice blurb at the very beginning. That's kind of cool.
Something happens.
Literally
is what it says.
Something happens. But it's Zombies versus Robots, #1, which is, I think, pretty cool. And I liked the story itself. It deals with somehow the United States has managed to open up a portal to another universe, import the zombie virus. Oh crap! And now zombies are everywhere, and now they've lost control. The robots aren't really doing their job, and now they have to go underground. That's kind of the nutshell of it. And you read it, I read it. I found the art really good in parts. I thought it worked well with the robots and the zombies. You didn't see a ton of zombies, but you saw a lot of robots. I really liked the way the robots looked. Everything else was kind of, it's a little different. It's okay. I liked it. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it was different. And it was one of those that's kind of like, it feels almost a little inconsistent from page to page.
Yeah, because the robots are so good.
Yes.
And the people are just kind of, yeah, okay, it's your style, whatever.
Yes. I don't know. It struck me as odd. It wasn't bad. I would say it's bad art. And it's definitely different. This
guy's strength, to me anyway, appears definitely with the robots and the zombie as opposed to the folks that are living.
His mechanical stuff is very good.
Very good. So what was your take? Did you like the story aspect in spite of the art, or no?
Yeah, I think in spite of the art, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's kind of amusing in a way. Yes. I mean, I don't think that they're taking themselves seriously.
No, it's definitely written with a tongue-in-cheek.
Yes.
But it still is a good story. The robots have attitude,
right?
Which I find funny.
Yes.
They have individual personalities. They aren't just like kill, destroy, boom, boom.
Yeah.
They're wisecracking and they're getting bored and they want to kill stuff. And I found that kind of refreshing.
Yeah,
to see.
I liked that. That's what I liked about it.
Right.
It wasn't like super serious, and it wasn't like here's the zombies and people are dying and there's blood and death. It's not one of those.
No.
It was fun.
Yeah. I definitely think, for your money, it's published by IDW. #1, it's Zombies vs. Robots, Undercity. Definitely, you want a comic that really rocks, this one's got it. I mean, look at that cover for... Jeez, that's awesome. I really like it. So I'm a fan. I'm probably going to end up having to get the rest of these because I'm a sucker and a completionist. That's what I say. I say pick it up. Zombies vs. Robots, Undercity. Look for it. Do you say yes or no?
Yeah, I say yeah.
Awesome. That was a good day today.
We're in agreement on something. I'm
yes,
excited.
We aren't fighting. We're agreeing. You got great news.
Happy.
I got good news. It's a good day in the Rockin' Comics world.
Hooray!
That's it for me. You done?
I'm done.
Awesome. Until next time, I'm Zach.
I'm Amy.
See ya.
Bye.